Welcome back to our channel. Please consider subscribing to our channel, and in this video we look at our in possession principles when playing a 4-3-3, and let us dive into it together. In a 4-3-3, we have a goalkeeper, a back line of 4 that is the left full back, left center back, right center back and right full back. A midfield of 3 that is the central defensive midfielder, the left central midfielder and the right central midfielder. And finally the forward line of 3 that is the left wide forward, center forward and right wide forward. When building up, we always build our play from the back. We instruct our center backs to drop into the box alongside the goalkeeper near the 18 yards box lines. The full backs and wide forwards move wide near the touch lines, the center mids move into the half spaces while the CDM stays central. All this is aimed at drawing the opponent high up the pitch, creating space behind them. If a team presses us with a front 3 and looks to close down the passing lanes into the full backs, then we exploit the passing lane into the wide forwards before using wall passing into the center mids looking to switch play to the other side of the pitch. If the opponent then chose to close down central passing lanes, then we exploit the passing lanes into the full backs before switching play through the center mids and center backs. All these require concise movements from all players as demonstrated in this video, aiming at constantly moving the opponents, creating gaps and spaces amongst them which we look to move into and exploit them to cause serious danger to the opponent. In case the opponent chooses to press with the front 2, then we look to exploit wide passing lanes, trying to draw the opponent to one side before switching play through the middle and later utilizing a direct switch of play to the opposite flank, utilizing the space that opens up and occupied by our full back against the opposite full ball. However, for some teams that chose to settle for a mid-block pressing with 2 against our center backs, we task the CDM to drop in between the center backs or outside one of the center back, creating numerical superiority against the 2 forwards pressing. We also task our center back to keep moving into the half spaces ahead of the press to provide a progressive switch of play, and sometimes it involved the use of the goalkeeper as a hybrid center back. We keep patient, looking to push numbers high up the pitch before we now start building our attack in a controlled and organized manner through the penetration zone into the finish zone. However, we instruct our players to keep creating triangles and finding spaces vacated by the opponents as caused by a teammate's movement towards or away from the ball. When the team settles for a compact mid-block with a low back line, we task the CDM to drop between the center backs but creating a side lobe triangle amongst them, and then we try to concentrate on wide combinations as the ball is switched wide. We ask constant movements to or from the ball by other players. They should continuously find spaces in the back line waiting for the deliveries from wide. First option is a through ball to the full back by the central mid before the full back delivering the cross into the box. In case the back line drops deep into the 16 yards box, then the full back is advised to deliver a cross to the third line between the penalty spot and the 18 yards line, or deliver a cross to the second line between the penalty spot and the 16 yards box line, or the blind side for the opposite full back to finish, or outside the box for the center mid to finish. In case the opponent mid choose to close down the lane preventing the through pass, then the center mid is asked to deliver a cross to the back post for the center forward to finish. We can also look into having 1-2 combination between the fullback and the wide forward delivering closes to the back post or to the blind side for the center forward or the other sided fullback to finish. We sometimes task the wide forwards to stay wide hugging the touchline, allowing the fullbacks to invert into the midfield. Then we ask the wide forward to take on his man moving in field before releasing the center mid who is making a run into the half space before the center mid delivers a cross between the penalty spot and the 16 yards line for the center forward to finish, or the wide forward may deliver a cross into the other sided center mid at the back post or deliver a diagonal pass into the other sided wide forward at the blind side for the finish. However, whatever we do here requires concise and precise movements across the box as well, great precision in timing of the ball release and the runs from the players. That's all for today. Thanks for watching and consider subscribing, like and share. Comment in the section below some tactical adjustments that you think can improve our play while in possession.